Hello everybody, welcome here again to my channel. I'm Carla here. It's a pleasure to be with you again after a moving and now after that moving that make me be actually out of the social media for a while. Now I am recovering from a few days on the bed, so I hope you don't mind that I been sharing with you in this format again. I will be just showing you two pictures that are the most important parts that I will be sharing about this full moon, that it's full of aspects, but I pretend to bring the most simplicity possible just to don't make a mess for those that probably want to know about astrology but don't know how to navigate when we actually share from a really technical perspective. So I will be trying to bring the most important aspects to all of you, telling you that this is a really strong and a special full moon in Aquarius, that actually, as all full moons are closing a 6-month period that start with a new moon in Aquarius at the beginning of this year 2025. And even when we are bringing some part of us into completion, the truth is that we are feeling that this is something absolutely new happening inside of us, pushing us into a future when it's not that easy as we are having at this very moment. Not only a personal planet, Venus, in Cancer, we are having Jupiter in Cancer too, and those both of these planets are actually connecting us to the path and are tending or are showing a part of us that want to that stuff happening exactly the same, that always we are trying to nurture ourselves and find that familiarity in the middle of this particular month where everything is connecting us to the future. And it's very interesting because this full moon is happening one day after the 8/8 portal or the Lion's Gate portal. And it's interesting because this portal this year is actually not only, as always, in alignment with Cyrus, it's bringing us the chance to elevate the connection heart to heart with our inner God self, and this is absolutely beautiful. This full moon is bringing a lot of aspects that are not common to happen during new moons or full moons. So I will be just bringing those aspects that are not that common, because there are so many of them that will be endless, and I don't want to make that long this video. So the two most important aspects that we are sharing or navigating and explaining during this video will be the two kites that probably are those that many people been sharing in their channels too. But as we are navigating the charts from the galactic perspective, I will be bringing those layers and telling you that this is actually a first step into the Skywalker modality. We will be probably at the next few months ahead of us having this strong sensation, at least for those of us that feeling that we are indigos or starseeds, or calling themselves as new human, new earth people, wherever is the name that you want to call yourself. It's absolutely correct, and we will be just talking especially to all of you in this moment, because we will start feeling not only that is no longer a place for us at the past version of self, past structures, but at the same time we start after the last new moon in Leo. That was the real portal that we crossed to start navigating the new. Now we are stepping into not only the unknown, it's not actually the unknown, because we are collecting parts of self that being in alignment with our galactic self, and all that parts are needing and magnetizing with our heart, asking us to believe that that is true, that we are actually here to bring all these parts in this very moment in alignment, to understand and discover who we really are in a new, different level. And every single time that we are having this kind of reset, or we are discovering a new part of self, we are inside of this very feminine womb energy that are bringing us the chance to discover what we'll be about to create after we are giving birth of ourselves into a new perspective and level. And it's interesting because I can feel different parts and different stage of starseeds and indigos right now. Some of them are inside of that wound, some of them are walking into this aspect to actually dissolve some part of their identity to make possible this alchemical inside birth, and some others are walking out of this birthing process and navigating something absolutely expansive, new, that will need probably many weeks or months for us to embody into the body, to connect that, bringing into the material world, and being able to understand better which are the steps that we needed to concrete in order to bring this new light into our life first and the world later. Something that, as always mentioned, we are going to take a look during this moon is where is the ruler of the moon. The moon is in Aquarius. Aquarius have a ruler of Uranus, and the last or all ruler is Saturn. So we'll be taking a look where are the aspects of these planets making during this particular moon, and bringing something that is absolutely gorgeous, that it's a lot of feminine energy bringing up during this event. Sedna, it's right there next to Uranus, and it's in alignment with Pleiades. So this only is bringing us the way shower energy, bringing to our attention, illuminated, bringing more and more of where many of us will be here to be. And of course, if you are already doing that, probably you are in a next step or new phase of your work. So having that in mind, let your physicality, your body, create the space to bring those energies, and make all the rest and changes in your diet or in your routine that you need to navigate this in these particular times, because it's pretty active this moon, and we are having so much happening, pushing us to the future, a future that we don't understand completely now, and we will be needing time to process before to understand better. All the energies that are navigating during this full moon are telling us that it's time to dissolve all routine activities that are not longer in alignment with our soul, many of us are holding or been doing so many activities in order to fulfill the outside world and what the others want to pretend or asking us to do. And now it's many of these activities probably you start feeling that are dropping that energy, that connecting to you and making possible for you do all that you've been doing. And if this happens, it's because we need a space and to make these new alignments to actually feed the new inner creativity that is inviting us to transform, even transforming what we talk about abundance to ourselves. It's a lot happening that it's making us feel that we are reinventing the trajectory, bringing these new faces or new pieces of self to actually magnetize with a new level of reality that our soul need to be create in this reality in order to make possible this transformation that allows us to live from the soul or from the heart in different levels. It's a beautiful opportunity to integrate and know more that aspects of our galactic self and what probably many of our alignments are making possible to each of us to connect with our spiritual families and our galactic families, knowing and understanding more and more why really we are here now a day. If we take a look which other aspects is doing Uranus is trine with Pluto and with Mars, and at the same time we can see that of course the Sun and the Moon are in opposition. Mars are opposite to Neptune and Saturn, and we are talking about this because Saturn is the older or traditional ruler of Aquarius. Then we are having during this time the opposition of Mercury retrograde and Pluto retrograde, that all of these oppositions are telling us that we are needing in this very time to bring others into the equation, who we are into our relationships, what is going on with the others, if we are able or not to hear other people, because probably many of these other people will be bringing new chance for us to understand, to fulfill, to navigate, to walk into new kind of actions in more than anything in order to make us the possible to understand better what is all this new energy about. One of the fundamental keys during this full moon is the proximity between Pallas, Athena, and the moon. As both of them are working together, we can understand that this is a moment to resolve stuff that are happening in our life that we've been feeling that we cannot understand how to fix, how to navigate, how to get into the possibility to bring something into action in a way that we are able to leave our emotional side to a side and get into the no-linear original mode to bring these new aspects or new solutions that before we don't have a clue on how to make it possible to actually resolve any kind of issue that we are having. And this can be in our social life because Aquarius rule the social aspects of groups, but at the same time can be something that is happening because of the moon is related with where we are attached and we are feeling in our emotional world. can be something that, of course, we need to renovate, innovate, change in a way that make possible better ways to work or be in groups. All this being said, it's a lot, as I mentioned, happening. We are having a T-square between the moon, the sun, and June, and this is asking us at the same time that we commit ourselves with new level of our soul journey and dedicate even stronger the path that we are giving to our growth and our commitment with our soul mission here. So it's quite interesting that at the same time we are having an aspect of a sextile, a good aspect between the sun, the moon, and Tau Ceti, bringing in us the necessity to connect and nurture ourselves in a new level of our mental mind to keep going. And this is not it's because we are needing to reform, if you want to, or update our mental inner talk and our mentality or our mental patterns to keep moving into the new, because this sensation that I bring into you of being in a sky worker is because we are actually walking in new space, and of course we are not having any kind of idea what is the north, what is the south, where is the structure that we are going to be working with or creating to bring these new modalities of the new earth into manifestation. So many of us are in the middle of this changing of the way that we are giving the power to the imposter self that is trying to sabotage all the time what we are trying to do, and the creative self, the part of us that want to leave a beautiful impact in the world as we are here. And this can be something beautiful, like a beautiful social garden that you are working in, or if your manifestation is just helping your neighbors or kids in the school, or no matter what is exactly the work that you are doing, it's very, very important to understand that this is bringing a new capacity to feel, see, and bring that light into wherever we are doing now as daily work. This could be even for those of you that are moms and or grandmas and are at home. Doesn't matter. This can be new stories that needed to be actually telling to our kids. This could be a new way of connecting with the necessities and capacities of our child, and all of this is equally important. So we are in a moment of self-integration that will be, of course, leading us into the chance, if you are ready, of course, to see, integrate in remembering more of your galactic alignments as being galactic citizens is. And of course this is activating now more than ever, because we are having Mars in the bottom of this kite, one of those that are activated in this moment for this full moon through the supergalactic center, and this is bringing all these passion and fire energy that is impulsing us to be open to navigate new spaces, new necessities, and the actions that we are needing to concrete in alignment of future movements that we are heading into. As soon the 6th of August happen, and we have this movement from Mars from one sign to another, changing from Virgo to Libra. We are having this kick off of energy when actually the real thing that Mars is doing is talking literally with the energy of all the rest of the big planets that are further us and connecting us with the spirit and with the human evolution, and is trying to understand what are those steps that are needing to be in order to be in alignment with our future place, a statement, a mission. And of course, this is really exciting. This is the beginning of a new phase of liberation, in inner liberation more than anything, because we are expanding our multidimensionality and we are connecting with new levels of ourselves. And if you want to do it and you don't know how to do it, I will be inviting you to visit my website, that is www.galacticsoulhealingjourney.com. In case that you wanna do a session with me, I will be more than honored to receive you and do a multi-dimensional connection, trying to understand more and better what your soul is needing now. We are having now, as I mentioned before, and stronger and visible connections with our galactic families. Probably many of you being contact with them, connecting with them in meditations and state dreams, or even in a waking state. And of course, we will be having more and more of this, because this is a moment that we are needing to integrate a new vision for us to understand what our future self need in order to integrate everything and be ready to hold a space to be absolutely in alignment what will be going to happen from 2026 to 2032. We are ending a phase and starting a new one, and all is happening when we are dropping parts of ourselves that we are not needed any longer. We are having another kite that is actually connected with Mercury retrograde at the 4 degrees of Leo, that will be direct in only 2 days after this full moon. And the other kite, as this one, is very interesting, as both cases the personal planets, Mercury in this case, in the other case Mars, are the ones that bring the responsibility to let us as humans bring all this energy into our life and making the changes that we need possible. It's a beautiful moment of cosmic awakening. We are feeling inside of us that something is changing in our inner scape, inner dialogue too, and it's moment more and more to feel that we are ready to stop being guided ourselves by the mind and leaving open our hearts for good to grow in experience and make possible that we start living from the heart, from unity, and in alignment with the soul. So I hope that you are having a beautiful full moon in Aquarius. I hope see you soon here in my channel too, to navigate more and more what is going about to happen, because we are so near of a new moment during August that we will be open the eclipse season. So I will be bringing more about that in the near future, and I hope that you are having a beautiful full moon. Bye bye for now.